What's up, guys? Welcome to another Maker Monday. We're going to be checking out a small little device that I have found that actually is a lot of fun. We actually came up with an idea as a family around a table. It was a very funny idea, and you'll probably be seeing another video that's going to be more related to this later on. It's going to be probably one of the full-blown videos instead of just a quick Maker Monday video. But the idea was, how could we take a cup of some sort and make it basically where it would play sounds as you picked it up and set it down. So I have been 3D printing bottoms to this cup. I've been 3D printing stuff and doing all kinds of fun stuff, but the main thing was, how are we going to make it play sounds? Like, how is that going to work? Well, there's a place, I'll put some links down in the description, but there's IC Station. I've reviewed one of their products before here on this channel, one of my product reviews, and I found they sell this. Yes, I don't know if I can get it close enough. This little device. It is a little, basically MP3 player. You take, coupled with an SD card, micro SD card, by the way, micro SD card, pop that, put your music on here, pop it into here, and you have basically a simple little audio device. It's actually really cool. It actually has its own amplifier already on board. Now you can also post amplify if you want to and make it louder to get more volume increase, but it actually has its own on board. It's pretty cool. So all you need is this, an SD card, micro SD card. Now the key is it cannot be any more than 2 gigabytes. You see, this one's a 2 gigabyte. Cannot be any more than 2 gigabytes. Otherwise, if you get greater than 2 gigs, it can't index it right. It probably can't address it that far, and so it gets all weird. So don't throw an 8 gig in here. It will not work. But anywhere from small up to 2 gigabytes works great. I've tried it on a 1 gigabyte and I've tried it on a 2 gigabyte. These are relatively cheap. You can pick these up on Amazon, pretty cheap. But you need one of those. You need the little device, which I'll have it down in the description of what it is. You need a speaker, which they sell little speakers like this, very, very reasonably priced, as well as you may need some sort of power source. And for me, mine's going to be mobile, so I got a little coin cell, basically PCB. It holds a, whoops, I'm going to throw it around. It holds a coin cell battery, so one of the little 3-volt coin cells. Oh, and yeah, this thing is 3 volt. It works great. Now, be careful putting too much voltage to this because you may damage the SD card. Remember, it is only 3 volt. So you want to power this with 3 volts. So a coin cell battery works perfectly, okay? So that's really all you need. Maybe some switches, and it's going to be awesome. It'll play exactly what you want it to play. So I have this set up as a demo. I'll flash up, as I'm transitioning the camera over here, I'll flash up the schematic of how I have mine hooked up, and we'll check it out on the bench. Okay, guys, so as you saw from the schematic, this is the circuit all demoed up. I just soldered some wires onto our little speaker. It's got some little tabs. Hopefully, I don't know, you can see that. There's some little tabs on the back where you can solder wires, and that's what we got. So we soldered that up. Put a couple of buttons on. I always put a reset button that can reboot the device just in case it gets stuck. It's kind of like the mem clear button on a PIC microcontroller. And then you've got the button that's play and pause. Now, what I'm going to do is I've hooked up an indicator LED just so I know when the thing is on and ready. This is optional. You don't have to have it. But anyway, let's go ahead and fire it up with some 3 volt. I'm going to lean in front of the camera probably while I do this. And so we got our ready light, and then, as I was saying, we're going to make a cup, do some silly things. Well, of course, the silliest thing, and of course my son comes up with some of the greatest stuff, and it is a fart cup. It's going to make farting noises when you pick the cup up and down. Yeah, fantastic. He's in 2nd grade. It's awesome. Of course, I think I'm 2nd grade at heart and mind too, so it's all good. So okay, so let's go ahead and have a listen. See if I'm going to try to pull my little microphone off. Hang on. Get my little microphone. Get it closer here so you can hear it. Yes. The magic fart noise. And what's cool is I could put multiple ones on here and actually have it do multiple different farts. But it does work quite well. In fact, that was a fun time finding fart noises to to download. That was good. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you really fast how to sync up the audio on this, because when I first got it, it was in an MP3 format, and it was 4400 kilohertz, or 44 kilohertz, sorry, whatever that is, the 44 number, or 44 kilohertz sampling. And so, gosh, I tell you, it's taking me a while to get that out today. All right, so you get 4400 kilohertz sampling, or whatever that is. That is not the correct for this. Like I said, it takes 32 kilohertz sampling. So I'll show you how to fix that real fast on the computer. Okay guys, so now I've got a cool program up, which I've actually used for audio editing for this channel before. This is Audacity, is what the name of this software is. It is quite an awesome piece of software. It's totally free. I'll put a link down in the description for it. But it will allow you to manipulate audio tracks, and that's exactly what we need to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the wet fart squish sound, which is one of our fart sounds that we found. Okay, so as you can see, it's dual channel. I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah. Anyway, what we need to do is it needs to be a mono channel, okay, because that device only uses one channel, and it needs to be, instead of the 44.1 kilohertz that you see here, it needs to be the 32 kilohertz waveform. We also need to convert it to AD4 instead of MP4, and I'll show you how to do that as well. So first thing we need to do is we need to get this out of being a stereo channel. So what we're going to do is we are going to split the stereo track. That way it gives us two tracks. I'm going to get rid of one side and just leave the single one. And I'm also going to tell it to be mono, not left channel, but mono. Okay, that means it spreads it across the channels equally. Then we also need to change it to the right sample rate. So set sample format, that's what we do. Sample rate. What you're going to do is you're going to come down here, and it's not here, so I'm going to go to other, and I'm going to type 32 thousandths for 32 kilohertz. Okay, and there we go. Now listen to it now. You can tell it's a little bit, it's not as great as it once was, but that's because the sampling rate is lower, but it's totally fine. I also don't want this long length on the end of it, so I'm just going to select it and press the delete key, and that's going to delete it. Okay, so now that looks pretty good. I don't want that whole entire front piece either, so we'll just delete that as well. So now we got it. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Didn't know I'd be editing fart noises on camera. This is new for me. So now we need to export this. We go in here, we go to export, and then we just name it something. So I'm going to say, I don't know, fart squish. You want it in wave format because that's the next thing is you have to convert from wave to the AD4. So we're going to save that. Okay, and now we get this little box that says enter metadata. We say, okay, that's totally fine. I'm not worried about naming it or anything. So now we've got a wave saved to that. Now, in our folder, let me get rid of all this stuff. Now, in our folder where it is at, I'm going to have to bring it up here real fast. You can see where I've done a whole bunch of other stuff. This is going to be another, but see, squish sound is that's the MP4. But then I called it Fart Squish is the wave format for that. I'll put a link in the description how to download this, but you want this AD4 converter. And what you download, when you download that, you're going to run a terminal here, and you're going to CD to if I can get the right disk. Let's see, I can't remember how to do this. You change directory to F. Can't find specified path. Give me a second. Okay, I just remembered. It's F:. Sorry. I keep days of changing directories. Okay, so now I'm going to CD to my directory, which I'm just going to go ahead and skip ahead and do that. Okay, so I've navigated to my directory where my AD4 stuff is. So basically, if I do a dir, I've got the AD4 converter, so we're going to do AD4 convert. Well, let me get the actual command. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to say AD4 converter dash E4, and then you're going to say the audio file that you want to do, which I called it fart squish .wave, okay, and you just hit enter, and that's it. And then what it's going to do is it will create that version in AD4. So now all you have to do is throw in your device. What you need to do is you need to rename this also. It only recognizes a 4-digit number. So 0000 is the first one, 0001, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many audio tracks you want on there. You have multiple of these. You label them 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it's a 4-digit. You can only have 9999, 4 nines essentially. That's the size you can have, 9,999. Don't know if it'll actually index that many, but in theory, that's how many you could have. All you do is then click and drag this onto your SD card, and voila, you are golden. So that's how you do that using Audacity and the AD4 converter to convert your MP4s or MP3s or whatever they are to the AD4 format so you can use it on this device. All right. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed that little guy, this little audio device that you can get from IC Station. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. Pretty cool little device, I do have to say. So tell you what, if you want something, it also can be configured in MP3 mode to where it actually will work, yes, like an MP3 player. You can hook some buttons to it. Let's see, forward, backward, play, stop, and volume up and volume down. You can actually hook to this thing. It has enough pins, and there's different configurations in that data sheet that I have listed below that will show you how to hook it up that way, and you can actually create your own little tiny MP3 player. Now, the audio quality isn't amazing because, as you saw, it's only 32 kilohertz sampling rate, but it's pretty darn good, and it's pretty awesome for the price that it is. There's a lot of power in this little device right here. So guys, hope you enjoyed it, and make sure and like, subscribe, and share. Hashtag Maker Monday as you share this, because I'd love to catch this trend to catch on. Love to see other makers in our great community catch on to doing the whole Maker Monday thing, and give us all weekly updates that we enjoy and come to like and share. So make sure and hit that like button, and make sure and hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already, and check out some more videos. I'm going to have lots coming. I got some 3D printing videos, I got this, and I've got 2 or 3 other things that I've come up with that I've got going. So yeah, quadricopter stuff. There's more quadricopter stuff coming too. So stay tuned for all that. T-shirts. Get yourself some t-shirts. I even have coffee mugs. In fact, I have a really awesome coffee mug. I tweeted out a picture of it. I don't have it right now because I actually have it at my work, and people love the thing. People are always asking me, where did I get that? And I'm like, well, I make them and I sell them. So check out those coffee cups. They're actually pretty cool. It's a coffee tumbler, actually. So it doesn't actually have to be coffee. You can put cold drinks in it too as well. So check that out over at zazzle.com/misperry. Check me out on Instructables. And guys, with that ought to do it for this Monday. Take care. We'll see you next time.